That's right. Martin traveled to Washington, D.C. after reading then President Trump's tweets about the 2020 election being stolen. He came to the protest on January 6th.
It finally happened. A Trump-appointed judge has just acquitted a defendant who knowingly entered the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I'm your host, legal analyst Adrienne Lawrence. Matthew Martin, who described January 6th as a magical day, was just acquitted of 4 misdemeanor charges in connection with entering the Capitol during the insurrection. There was no dispute that Martin entered the building, as the New Mexico man testified that the experience was indeed magical for him, as he filmed his own activities and was even caught on camera inside Congress's home. Here's a photo. Even so, in a bench trial, U.S. District Judge Trevor McFadden acquitted Martin of all charges. The Trump-appointed judge concluded that Martin reasonably believed that police officers let him inside the Capitol. This conclusion came despite federal prosecutors presenting mounds of evidence that Martin should not have been inside that government building. He walked past fences with signs saying "area closed" and recorded video of a broken window, blaring alarms, police in riot gear, and people who appeared to have encountered tear gas. Despite all of this, Judge McFadden was convinced that Martin's conduct was, quote-unquote, minimal and non-serious. Reasoning: Martin seemed to be a silent observer of the scene and didn't try to crowd the police, protest, or wave the Trump flag that he was carrying. Martin appeared quiet and orderly as he walked inside the building, filmed video inside the rotunda, similar to how the media would have behaved, and didn't appear to interfere with officers as he filmed a clash with rioters later in the afternoon on the north terrace of the building. Following the acquittal, this is what Martin had to say.
And Mr. Martin, what's your reaction to this verdict today?
I am very thankful for the judge's verdict, and I'm hoping to get my life back together, get my job back.
Your job at Los Alamos?
It's another company, but yeah, basically same.
The judge should say it was more likely than not he thought that you knew you weren't allowed to enter the Capitol. I mean, someone looking at this from the outside thinks, hey, you've got a top-level secret security clearance, you're a federal contractor, you know the rules for federal buildings. What would you say to them?
I'd just refer you to testimony.
That's right. Martin had a top-secret security clearance and was clearly no stranger to understanding government access. Yet, Martin said he legitimately believed he could enter the U.S. Capitol because 2 Capitol police officers standing at the door didn't try to stop him. Video showed that one of the officers at the doorway was gesturing, and Martin said that gesture was to admit him, but it really wasn't clear at all. And to note, the officers were clearly outnumbered by thousands of violent insurrectionists? Do you think the judge took this into account? The judge stressed that he wasn't criticizing the officers for how they handled the situation and credited the testimony that they were outnumbered. But he said that Martin's interpretation of their demeanor was plausible, especially since he'd mostly encountered peaceful protesters on his way to the Capitol on the east side. I guess the aw shucks defense by someone still in a position to know better still does work. This ruling, which is just the 4th trial of a 1-6 defendant, mind you, it likely encourages others who may be looking to beat charges for their actions on January 6th. It also supports a theory that not everyone in the Capitol entered that day is necessarily legally in the wrong. But what do you think? You let me know in the comments below, hit that like or follow button, and thanks for watching.